Hello everyone, we are Group 8. My name is Yue and we also have Andrew, Tiffany, Grace, and Siyuan. So we will cover the background and introduction of the organization, and then we will talk about the business and organizational architectures, information architecture, application architecture, and alignment. So the organization that we are focusing on is a Tim Horton branch in Saskatoon, SK. The owner of this branch manages 15 other stores in neighboring areas. The goal of the plans for the information system is to reduce the burden of management and increase operational efficiency with the incorporation of the new technologies. Through the five forces and SWOT analysis in the external industry, the company owns a large percent of competitive advantages because of the assets of Tim Horton brand and the parent company, where some threats are necessary to consider, including the awareness of healthy and quality lifestyles, the rise of independent and innovative coffee shops, and competitions among other companies. Internally, there are several opportunities to improve the process efficiency, including database management system, automation, and customer relationship management. So the information system of the company mainly contains two entities, Tim Hortons application, TAPP, and the Clearview. Each piece of information flows through these two programs. TAPP is a centralized place for data logs, feedbacks, training videos, product freshness tracking, and Tim Horton community with Q&A feature. Clearview is the interface that connects the point of sales API to the inventory and cash management system. Besides, HDX is used to build the API at the point of sale. So to set a plan of the information management, it is necessary to align from the business and organizational architectures in the broad blueprint to the information system architectures in details. The plan will firstly use the business intelligence model to identify the strategic goals, build top-down analysis, and then outline the influence of several external evolutionary scenarios. Followed by that, in the layer of information architecture, value network analysis will be developed to illustrate the storage and flow of information. Next, in the perspective of system architecture, business process model and notations will help to demonstrate the improved process after adopting different technologies. And finally, the business and IT alignments will be crucial to ensure the achievement of the goals and identify some concerns.
We will use the business intelligence model to understand the strategic goals of the Tim Hortons franchise and to generate technical and operational insights for the alignment of business and information technology. Our top level goal is to maximize profit. This goal is and decomposed into two subcategories to optimize operational efficiency and maintain revenue growth. On the left-hand side, we have identified workforce optimization and improved maintenance of IT as the sub-goals of optimizing operational efficiency. One of the ways to optimize workforce is to utilize more efficient IT systems. And the sub-goals of improving IT maintenance is to decrease the number of software outages and downtime, as well as ensuring the interoperability of different systems. On the right-hand side, we have increased product sales and attract and retain customers as the sub-goals of maintaining revenue growth. From this business intelligence model, we identified structural business change, rapid technological change, resistance to change, and increased competition among industry rivals as the four external scenarios that can arise and need to be taken into consideration. So the first scenario to consider is the nature of technology. As observed by the World Economic Forum, the falling cost of advanced technology calls for new applications and opportunities to combine them in innovative ways. This creates combinatorial effects that accelerates progress and change. Moreover, the rapid growth in computing devices and data that contributed to the rise of social, mobile, analytics, and cloud will shape the way business operate and drive corporations into structural changes. The second scenario is competition among industry rivals. Westerman proposed the idea of digital maturity as the combination of digital activity with strong leadership to turn technology into transformation. Companies vary in their digital maturity, and the paper has observed that companies that are more digitally mature outperform those that are not. Nowadays, enterprises are commonly utilizing digital transformation to understand their customers, get potential customers' attention, create effective customer touchpoints, lower cost with process digitization, enable collaborative working environments, generate insights based on real data and not assumptions, augment and complement traditional products and services to digital to generate growth, and support multinational operations with reduced risk, efficiency, and flexibility. These are the 9 elements of digital transformation that are commonly emphasized by industry experts and business executives. As a result, businesses that are not engaging in these efforts may soon be left behind and lose their advantage in the industry. The third scenario is resistance to change. According to the institutional theory, resistance often arises as radical changes spring from what has already been taken for granted or deemed legitimate. Heinings extended this theory to explain why pushbacks from existing actors and regulators in a business often occur in the face of digital transformation. In our example, the introduction of IoT to waste management in Tim Hortons may face resistance, as new procedures and roles, such as IT personnel with expertise in IoT management, may be introduced to existing business processes, causing inconvenience or call for adjustments during the transitional period. Field resistance may also occur as a response to decreased labor and service needs. With the help of IoT, waste management companies in the area may reduce the number of trucks and truck drivers, putting some strain on the employment market and related businesses. Last but not least, we can see from the 11 billion US dollar acquisition of Tim Hortons by Burger King in 2014, business changes are often huge and fundamental and can reshape the entire landscape. Such changes can affect a business digital transformation process and increase the need for bridging and aligning different systems. And next, we will talk about the information architecture.
The current needs for this company is to ensure the food safety, to increase the work efficiency. Furthermore, the company can adjust the products that fit customers' demand based on the information gathered from their behaviors. All of these are based on the reliable data. Through analyzing members of an organization, value network analysis determines the relationship between business activities and the value network. Therefore, for this Tim Hortons to improve, it has 5 major information entities in the VNA model, which includes customers, employees, supervisor, IT department, and the application service providers. Employees service supervisor and IT department is known as a internal value network. Meanwhile, others is treated as a external value network. The major process for this store are selling safety products to the customers. IT department manages the apps such as the TAPP, IoT services, and Clearview. And both employees and IT department reports daily to the supervisor so that the supervisor can know what is going on in the store. In particular, employees are the people who directly communicate with customers. In this model, the employees do not have to record data of selling goods and facilities, which the IoT staff would handle the recording function. So employees can have more time to provide high quality services to customers. Moreover, in order to increase work efficiency, the IT department purchased different application products from various providers to deal with the data collecting and analyze with less human error. The IT department will settle a stable relationship with these providers, providing reliable and available application services. Furthermore, the supervisor handles a manager role in the entire world network. After daily reporting, the supervisor has to give employees and IT department feedback to make sure that the problems can be solved on time. Based on the needs, the governance team should be designed to support the data governance systems and activities that span several departments. It gathers metrics and introduces them to the supervisor in the reports, communication, access to information, and record keeping are all part of the ongoing stakeholders treatment. Meanwhile, data steward would be crucial in upholding data rules and resolving most issues before they become big problems, such as setting up data quality metrics, tracking patterns in the data quality, and conducting roles. Next, we're going to talk about the application architectures.
All right, so the organization may benefit from a wide variety of application system architectures that each address different organizational needs and produce different outputs. So two major areas to address that we've already discussed are food safety and the transformation of business processes to reduce the time it takes to complete additional tasks. So these areas each achieve the same goal, but in separate ways. And so the solutions will improve and so we aim for solutions that will improve the business without hindering each other. The next slide, okay. So the most simple and perhaps the most effective way to improve the business in terms of cost and benefits would be a business process management system. So the system would improve efficiency by allowing all employees to collaborate in the creation of better processes, which increase transparency transparency about the motivation and goals of the organization. And it communicates change clearly and effectively to all areas in the organization. So a BPMS system is effectively allowing one team leader to create BPMN diagrams for certain business activities and simply going through the process of attempting to, redesign, model, execute, monitor, and optimize these systems by, transforming, innovating, or just altering the systems. Next slide. And then there's also IoT solutions, which could be added to the organization through IoT. The IoT solution would be the addition of temperature sensors in the food storage units to improve food safety and compliance. This would alleviate manual labor as well. So these solutions could be as complex as thermal sensors or as simple as just having thermometers installed with Bluetooth attached to tap. So in the diagram here, I have it showing how this is in addition to the tap database and the tap interface. So it will alleviate the employee from having to engage directly with taking the temperatures manually, which will actually improve the business process as well, because it will reduce the number of actions that each employee has to take per every 3 hours. Go next slide. Okay, and then the final technological solution, which is the most complex and the most interesting, would actually be gamification. So in the tap interface, each employee has a profile. And so if there was a system added that would track their employee data, there can also be a proactive reward system that would motivate employees to engage in the BPMS process. So there are 5 particular aspects of this business that are tracked in TAP. So the drive-through time, so the time it takes for customers to go through the drive-through, right? The labor, the number of employees on staff versus the gross sales for that hour. Audit data, so any scores and suggestions of any food safety or cleanliness audits that were performed, including external and internal auditors. Log completion, so the completion of the food safety logs, which is expected to be 100% of them every single day. And then also a reward system in TAP, which is TIM points. So each employee is rewarded them based on, management deciding that someone deserves them, and each one is worth about $1 Canadian, and they can be spent in a Tim Hortons website. So this data could all be added to personal profiles and then used to score employees on an individual basis, depending on the performance of their shift. So this could be applied at different levels. So to the employees, the supervisors, and then this could be used as an incentive program to enhance employee reviews, which are usually delivered every 6 months and offer feedback and pay increases. So the GAM system could be added directly to or external to TAPP, and it would only require an additional input to be made through the app when employees begin work. So like punching in to say that I began work. So this approach would allow team points to be awarded fairly and effectively, and improve worker efficiency and effectiveness. So the idea of being scored may also improve the competition of the environment, improve business outcomes, motivate employees to work collaboratively with the BPMS system. And then the IoT solution would effectively just free up time. So it would work parallel to this system. So in conclusion, right, the IoT and the GAM systems would be used to augment TAP and improve the functionality to include automation and enhanced employee scoring. And then this would work along with the BPMS, which would act to work towards building a better work environment. And all three of these architectures will draw from the information layer in order to enhance the results on the business layer from different perspectives.
In order to better implement the BPMS IoT system and gamification system into the organization, there are several elements need to be concerning and adjust with the information architecture. First of all, as mentioned earlier, the BPMS would need to be needed by one or more people and require different units to contribute. Therefore, the BPMS leader would be included in the application service provider and supervisor entity in the information architecture. Also, the process of data would be collected by BPMS from different information entities, such as customers, employees, and the IT department. As the purpose of BPMS implementation, process improvement and process automation in the future may change the information architecture as well. In addition, the implementation of IoT system will change the information flow between employees and TAP data, which allows the organization data to be updated regularly without employee interaction. Customers and supervisors can monitor and access the data from the system directly, which can prevent potential human errors or employee delete data accidentally. And the IT department will connect with the IoT system to adjust and collect different data from different aspects such as food storage, temperatures, material inventories, or the employee working hours. Lastly, GEM system will collect the employees' performance data with TAP database. Supervisors and other application systems can attempt related data from the database directly, which made the future labor management and the process improvement more convenient. Thank you for listening.